Oh boy, what a day. So, family, um, I just felt led to turn the camera on and just document this day. Many of you started the day with me in my bonnet. And I'm actually about to put rollers in my hair, and I guess I'll go on and do it while I'm talking to you all. I woke up this morning and the Father told me real clearly that we were going to start. Yes, baby. What's the matter? Why? What's the matter? Let me see. Well, mommy duty calls. So we got some eye drops and all is well with the world. But I gotta tell you today, y'all know the Father woke me up at, early 30 and told me that we were gonna be reading Revelation today. And I shared with you that I had not really, I read Revelations. I tried to read it several times prior to receiving the truth scriptures, but it wasn't until I received the truth scriptures that I actually gave myself a chance to really dive deeply into it and quiet my fears and allow myself to really read it. And whoa, that's all I could say. So I pray that you all were able to follow along today. I got all the way to chapter 12. I didn't post all of them yet. I posted the first 2 chapters. It's about 10:30 tonight, and so I will most likely wake up. I'll most likely go ahead and set maybe 2 more of them to schedule tomorrow so that you all can follow along, and then post the majority of them tomorrow because I wanted to include the actual image so you can read along and not just listen and look at me while you're reading it. It's important because of the times that we're living in, y'all. Revelation is clearly revealing to us what's to come, and we don't get to pretend like we don't see it, and we don't get to let religion cloud our minds and our focus, our perspective on what's actually happening, because the Father intends for us to be protected in all of this. And the only way we can be protected is to be informed. So we can't unring this bell, y'all. It's time to read Revelation. How soon? And the true scriptures being the most accurate version of the scriptures that exists. It's where you want to start. And you want to allow yourself to receive the message that's coming forth. So I know it's unorthodox for me to be rolling my hair in front of y'all, but it is what it is. I'm I'm getting real comfortable with just letting my light shine. So I pray that it's not a turn off, but this is where I am and y'all get to go with me. Today, Revelations blew my hair back for real. I read it last year, and I read it right after the elections, honestly. It scared me to my core, being truthful. And this morning, when the Father said that he wanted me to read Revelations, I was like, ooh, Father, seriously? Is that what we doing? And I think, honestly, I was even still scared when I read it back then, but now I have a different frame of reference for what's being revealed. And we all get to get all the meat off the bone and let him show us what he intends for us to see in it. And one of the common themes that I'm noticing is that even though it's about to be on crazy, I'm not afraid anymore. Not even of death. I realize that this life is merely a moment, and that we've been called to be set apart and to stand for the Father in this time. And if it costs us our lives, then that's what it costs. But we got to just keep in mind that we are in this moment. This is not eternity. This is a moment. This is an opportunity to live in these bodies on this planet, this beautiful, round earth. And for those of you who believe it's flat, y'all, ain't no sense in arguing with me about it. I'm not going to argue with nobody about nothing. I'm really not. You can believe what you want to believe, and I'm going to let you, and you're going to let me, and we're going to live and coexist. And you can be on your flat earth, and I will be on my round rock, and we will live happily ever after until it's over. But what I know for sure is that the Father intends for us to serve a purpose while we're here. And Revelations is revealing to us part of what that's supposed to look like. So I just wanted to thank you all for journeying with me today. I made it through chapter 12 and my phone died, so I don't know how far into 12 I made it. I gotta probably re-record that one, but it's not a long read. It didn't take that long for me to get to 12. So I want to invite all of you to just take the time to let Revelations, Hasoon, reverberate in your spirit. Allow yourself to receive it. Get the meat off the bone that the Father intends for you to receive, and allow yourself to be fed in it. I can't believe I'm actually online, rolling my hair. Beauty is pain, y'all. My sister's gonna sleep on these hard rollers and wake up tomorrow and not have to put no heat in my hair. And I win the day. Because that heat is what destroys our hair. Part of it anyway. So I just think about how shocked I was when the Father woke me up this morning and told me that he wanted me to read to y'all. Like, he was like, now, turn the camera on, do it now. I'm like, what? What are we doing? But it turned out all right. So, welcome into the belly of the beast. So I want to know, what we read today, what stood out for you? For me, realizing that there was those 7 lampstands and it represented the 7 assemblies, and then there were 7 letters that went out to each of those assemblies, and all of those letters were different. All of those letters that went out were different types of warnings. And he was being real specific because certain people in certain areas of certain assemblies had different experiences that he needed to speak directly to. And those messages were specific, they were direct, they were clear, and they were messages to not be missed. And then those 7 seals and the things when those trumpets were being blown and those plagues and, oh my word. I want y'all to listen to it. And perhaps we are to get a collective conversation going about the revelations that each of us are receiving from it, because these messages were incredibly powerful. And I don't really, I read it by myself, me and the Father today. And so as I release these messages to all of you, I want you to share with me what comes up for you, and let's get the meat off the bone, family. Let's do it together. So we're going from bonnet to bonnet today. Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm doing this. I am learning to obey in the moment and not have any pretenses and not care that it isn't all the way put together all the time. Sometimes you just got to be where you are. And that's where we are. So yeah, I do this every night. For those of you who want to know. Every night that I want to wear my hair. It's been, I remember when I was young, I did my share of clubbing. I probably did my share and your share of clubbing. And I would come home at 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I'd have to be at work at 6. And it did not matter what time I came home. A sister was putting these rollers in her hair. And it makes a difference. Yes, it's hard to sleep on them. Yes, it takes a whole nother level of, I don't know. It's a skill. But it's worth it to not have to be pulling on a hot curler and burning your hair out every day. We're birthing the bonnet as we speak. So, anyway, so we're reading Revelations. We're reading how soon. How many of you have already received your truth scriptures? Let me know. Let me know if you've gotten it. Let me know if you've read the preface. That's the first place to start so that you understand what it is that you're holding in your hands. The preface reveals to you the work that has gone into creating this powerful testament of our Father's love. If you haven't already read the preface of your own Bible, you should do that. In the preface of your own Bible, they tell you that they changed the Father's name. They're real blatant about it, too. They tell you, yeah, we just decided to stick with the tradition. So we're not rocking the boat. We didn't correct nothing. We just proliferating the lie. That's what they said. So I want you to read that and tell me what your preface says in your Bible. When I read it, I was like, wait, what? very clear. So, as we unfold this new revelation in the truth scriptures, we understand the effort, the care, the diligence that went into maintaining the integrity of the actual word, the language. So, all right, family, from bonnet to bonnet, we did it, day one. So, follow along. There's only 22 chapters in Hasun Revelation. Let's get all the meat off the bone and find out what the end shall be. Yeah? Make sure you go to truthbookmarks.com, download your copy of the bookmarks. I'm going to be updating them because there have been some names inside of the Book of Revelations that we need to cross-reference. And, yeah, let's do this. All right. Back in the bonnet we go. Y'all be empowered. And I will see you all on the morrow. I asked the Father, don't do this to me again. Don't have me showing all this to the people. But if he calls me to, here we go. You guys be empowered. Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Take good care.